From lying about a hefty inheritance to faking an entire pregnancy, this story is about a girl named Taylor Parker who was so desperate to create a life that she could be proud of that she didn't care who she hurt, manipulated, or even killed along the way to make her lies a reality. Welcome to part one of my series on Taylor Parker. I know a lot of you have seen Motherly Instinct. It's out on Netflix. It is about an hour and a half. I have done a deep dive on Taylor Parker. I've written about her in my book. I've done a podcast episode on her. I'm going to give you all of the details in this series about this monster. Taylor Parker was born on December 8th of 1992. She grew up in a tiny Texas town called Sims. Unfortunately, I can't find a single article with anything good to say about Taylor. People who recall coming into contact with Taylor, whether it was during school or after graduation, all recall that Taylor was a manipulative, attention-seeking, and prolific liar, that her lies were seemingly motivated by the desire to get attention or maybe sympathy from people. She would lie about having multiple sclerosis. She lied about having cancer. She would lie about having sex with boyfriends that she made up. And she even lied about being pregnant with one of her boyfriends. She saved a picture of a pregnant person that she knew. Then she cropped her head out of the picture and tried to pass it off as her own. But then she actually did become pregnant when she was about 18 years old and had a baby girl that she named Emerson. In 2011, Taylor met a boy named Tommy Wakasey. They dated for a short period of time before they got married within just a few months. And at this point, their daughter wasn't even a year old yet. So they get married in 2011, and then Taylor gets pregnant again, and they have a little boy in 2013. The following year, 2014, Taylor had a tubal ligation done, and that August, she went to Tijuana with her aunt to have like a gastric bypass or gastric sleeve type surgery. I don't know how true that is, but Tommy did say that she ended up having a partial hysterectomy with this gastric surgery because they discovered that she had an ovarian cyst. However, I will say in the documentary, the doctor that appears to be her doctor, this OBGYN testified as an expert in the trial to say that she did have a tubal ligation, and then after her surgery, she came back and they found that she had an ectopic pregnancy, so they had to take everything out. So regardless, what we do know is that multiple people knew she had a full hysterectomy at this point. But Tommy has said that her lies were so convincing and manipulative, and he has said, you know, looking back now, if he had known then what he knew now, it never would have happened. And he said that their entire marriage was a lie. You could confront her about a lie and it would turn into another lie. But eventually Tommy saw clearly that he was dealing with a compulsive liar, and he filed for divorce. He was also awarded full custody of their son, and Taylor was ordered to pay child support in the amount of $225 per month, to which she never made a single payment. Then Taylor meets a guy named Hunter Parker. We'll get into that relationship in part two.